And the recording is on. Is it on? Yeah. Has been enabled. Okay, so welcome guys. This will be today's live session. And we'll prepare for the week ahead. We'll prepare for this day, for the upcoming days on this week. So I'll just start the analysis on the 4-hour chart because it's quite interesting. Okay, just take a look at the 4-hour chart. Sorry, no. First of all, have you guys got any questions before we start the session? Any question about anything? Okay, I consider this a no. So I'll just begin the session on the 4-hour chart. Okay, I sent you the market update video yesterday, which was showing you that I'm expecting a new higher high creation right here, expectation of a higher high. And as you can see, the new higher high has been formed exactly where I was expecting it. Okay, but first of all, before we talk about this price action region, just snap out all of the structure again at this region. I know we talked about this several times. We talked about this demand tap, change of character, expectation order for several times, but it's still very, very important because that's the way how you can actually predict the market, predict the directions and the expectation order flow, because it's really, really important. So I know we talked about this several times that there was a demand tap, a daily demand tap, and after a daily demand tap, it has been followed by change of character on the 4-hour chart, as you can see. So here was the last structural high point, which was a valid supply zone. As you can see, that has created inefficiency. Price has tried to break above this supply zone right here, couldn't break above, but after a supply reaction, it couldn't create a new low, couldn't break structure here to the downside. And instead of breaking structure to the downside, it just blew through this supply zone here, as you can see, with inefficient movement. And for change of characters, wicks are perfectly enough. So this was a perfect change of character on the 4-hour chart that has been confirmed on a daily. So basically, this 4-hour change of character has confirmed the daily chart, the daily demand zone. Okay, I've talked about this yesterday. I sent this message to the EURUSD chart, but I just want to make it clear. So the reason we are using the 4-hour chart, the 15-minute chart, the 5-minute and the 1-minute chart is because each of these time frames are confirming each other's. So for example, we have the daily too. We have the daily chart, which can be confirmed by a 4-hour chart. So daily demand zone, sorry, not 4-day, 4-hour. So daily demand zone / supply zone could be confirmed by the 4-hour chart. So let's say price steps into the demand zone right here, and this demand tap can be confirmed only on the 4-hour chart, not on the 1-hour chart, not on the 3-hour chart, not on the 5-hour chart, but only on the 4-hour chart. So if price steps this demand zone right here, and for example, it wicks below on the 4-hour chart and creates a wick on the 4-hour chart that goes just below this demand zone but closes above this demand zone, that will be a liquidity sweep, because this is daily demand zone, and this daily demand zone can be confirmed by the 4-hour chart. And if price creates a change of character after the tap of this zone and creates a 4-hour change of character, not a 15-minute, not a 1-hour, not a 2-hour, not a 3-hour, but a 4-hour change of character, the daily demand zone will be confirmed, and we'll know that the trend has been changed from bearish to bullish, because as you can see, the trend was bullish at this region, and after a change of character on the 4-hour chart, the time frame has been confirmed, the daily time frame has been confirmed by the 4-hour confirmation on this change of character. And actually, as you can see, the trend has shifted to bullish from bearish. So creating series of higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, expectation of higher low, expectation of higher high. So once again, the daily chart can be confirmed by the 4-hour chart. And of course, it goes on for the break too. So if price breaks below this demand zone on the 4-hour chart and the body closes below this demand zone, that will be considered as a break of this demand, this daily demand, and it will be confirmed that the trend will be continued. It will continue the overall bearish movement, and you'll be able to take a supply trade. Okay. So we have the daily 4-hour chart confirmation. We have the 4-hour, which is confirmed by what?
15-minute.
50 minutes.
Exactly. The 4-hour chart can be only confirmed by the 15-minute chart, and only by the 15-minute chart, not by the 5-minute, not by the 30-minute, not by the 1-hour. The 4-hour chart can be only confirmed by the 15-minute chart, because that's the strongest confirmation. All of these time frames that has been shown right here are fractal. Each time frame confirms another. Okay, so daily zone can be confirmed by the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour zone can be confirmed by the 15-minute chart. So the same goes on. Let's say theoretically this is a 4-hour zone. Price is moving down in a downtrend. This is the 15-minute chart. And if price creates a 15-minute change of character here to the upside, the trend will be shifted to bullish from bearish, because price could was being able to create a 15-minute change of character inside of a 4-hour zone. So let's see, we got a 15-minute chart, which can be confirmed by what?
1 minute.
This is ugly. Sorry, I couldn't hear.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Exactly. The 15-minute chart can be confirmed by the 1 minute only. And no, I received this question lots of times. The 15-minute can, of course, it can be confirmed by the 5-minute chart, but the strongest confirmation and the right confirmation in this case is the 1 minute chart confirmation. Because basically the 15-minute chart and the 5-minute chart is the same. So the 5-minute isn't confirming the 15-minute chart. The 5-minute and the 15-minute is basically the same. The 15-minute is just a small refinement of the 5-minute is just a small refinement of the 15-minute chart. But the 15-minute can be confirmed before the 5-minute confirmation too, with the 1 minute confirmation. So the 15-minute can be confirmed by the 1 minute chart. So the same goes on. Let's say theoretically this is a 15-minute zone. This 15-minute zone can be confirmed by a 1 minute change of character, 1 minute break, or 1 minute liquidity sweep. So, and there's one more confirmation, which is the 1 minute chart, and it can be confirmed by the seconds chart. For example, the 15-minute second, the 15 second or the 5 second. But we are not using this confirmation because the 1 minute chart is perfectly enough for us. We don't really need more confirmations on the second zones because we already have high probability zones. We only aiming for the high probability zones, right? So we don't need to confirm those 1 minute zones. 1 minute is low enough. We don't need to go lower. We don't need to go to the seconds chart. So yeah, we are using these 3 confirmations and only these confirmations, not the 1 hour chart, not the 2 hour chart, not the 3 hour chart, only these confirmations. These timeframes are the best combined together. Okay, so just keep this in mind. Daily with the 4 hour, 4 hour with the 15-minute, 15-minute with the 1 minute. These are the confirmations. Okay, I just explained this because I received lots of questions yesterday about the fractal timeframes, and I saw that lots of you guys are using the 1 hour chart. Lots of you guys are using, for example, the 30 minutes chart. Those charts aren't valuable. Those charts will be showing fake movements, will be showing fake change of characters, fake break of structures. Okay, let me just get this back. No, I can't. Okay, so the drawn timeframes will be the confirmation timeframes, not the 30-minute, not the 1 hour chart, not the 2 hour chart, only these timeframes. All of the other timeframes are fake. I'm showing fake confirmations. Okay, just keep this in mind. Okay, let's start the analysis on the 4 hour chart. Let me just drink a sip. Okay, perfect. So, as we were talking about this, prices change character here on the 4 hour chart after the daily demand tab. So, the daily chart has been confirmed by the 4 hour chart, and it has been confirmed that it will turn into bullish from bearish. Okay, so the daily 4 hour chart has been turned into bullish from bearish and started to print series of higher highs and high lows, right? This was a strong low because this strong low could change character here to the upside. This was the weak high because this weak high couldn't break below the last strong low. So this is a strong low, this is a weak high. Everything between these highs and lows will be substructure. On the 15-minute, on the 1 minute, on the 5-minute, it will be a real structure, of course, but on the 4 hour chart, all of these movements between these highs and lows are just substructures. Okay, after this, price couldn't break below the strong low, as you can see here. And instead of breaking below the strong low, it created a new change of character, new break of structure to the upside here on this line. So our lows have been changed to this low, and the high has been changed to this high. And why I'm saying that this is the new high and not this is the new high? Can somebody tell me? Exactly, chilling markets, body close. This is the high point right here, because this wick couldn't body close above this high point. So this has been considered as a liquidity sweeping movement only and not a break of structure. So the new strong low is this one right here because it could break above the last weak high, and the new weak high is this one because it couldn't break below the last strong low. If price theoretically could break below this strong low, this would have been our new strong high. But this didn't happen, as you can see. So this is the weak high, this is a strong low. After this, price has respected a strong low right here, created a change of character here at this region on the 15-minute chart. So there was somewhere 15-minute change of character inside of this circle. That 15-minute change of character has been confirmed on the 1 minute chart for example, right here. So there was a 15-minute change of character on this movement. There was a 15-minute zone, and this 15-minute zone somewhere right here has been confirmed on the 1-minute chart. So what does this mean? That all of the time frames have been confirmed. First of all, the 4-hour started the movement, the structure breaking movement to the upside right here. So the 4-hour chart is bullish at this region, of course. So this is a bullish 4-hour leg. This is the bullish pullback of the 4-hour leg. But this region on the 15-minute chart is bearish because price has changed character here on several places on the 15-minute chart. So what do we need to do? We have to confirm the 15-minute chart too, because we can't open a position if the 15-minute is bearish, right? We are expecting bullish trades, of course, but we need to confirm the 15-minute time frame too. So here's a strong low. Here's the 4-hour demand zone that has started the inefficient movement and the breakout structure to the upside. The 15-minute chart is bearish. If price steps into this 4-hour zone, we need the 15-minute change of character, which has happened. Let me just show you. I will just mark this out. And I will show you that this 15-minute change of character has happened inside of that zone. So here, as you can see, here was the top of that 4-hour zone. Here was a new breakout structure to the downside. This was the last low point, and the huge character changing movement has happened right here. So here was a change of character, change of character, change of character, change of character. Price has changed character on several places with this 15-minute movement, as you can see. And after this, price stepped into this 15-minute zone. I mean, this 15-minute zone that is called the overall flip and change of character right here. Price stepped into this zone, basically changed character on the 1-minute chart somewhere around on this candle. So all of the time frames have been confirmed because, let me just switch back to the 4-hour chart, because price broke structure on the 4-hour chart. So that means the 4-hour is bullish. As I said, price has turned into bearish at this region, but price has been confirmed that this 4-hour zone is bullish, and price confirmed this by a 15-minute change of character right here. So the 15-minute change of character has happened. The 15-minute chart has been confirmed that it will be bullish again. So 15-minute turned into bullish. What do we need to do after this? We have to confirm that new 15-minute character changing zone on the 1-minute chart. After the 15-minute has turned into bullish, the pullback leg of this character changing movement will be bearish on the 1-minute chart. So we have to confirm that 1-minute chart too. And if price steps into the 15-minute zone and changes character on the 1-minute chart, all of the time frames, the 4-hour, the 15-minute, the 5-minute, the 1-minute will be bullish. So all of the time frames have been confirmed. And as you can see, after the confirmation of all of these time frames, these correlated fractal time frames, price has created a new high and followed the original trend, as you can see. It created a breakout structure right here because this was the last high point, but basically broke about this week 2 with the body closure 2. So the same happened right here again, as you can see. Breakout structure to the upside on the 4-hour chart. So the 4-hour has been confirmed that it's bullish. We have a strong low point right here somewhere. Price has turned into bearish on the 15-minute chart in this region, created a range right here, created a liquidity building slow downside movement. After the strong low tap here at this region, as you can see, price has changed character again on the 15-minute chart. Let me just show you that again. So here was a strong low tap, as you can see. Here was the range. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Here was the range. After a range sweep, price tapped the strong low point, and after a strong low point tap, price has changed character on several places in the 15-minute chart here, as you can see. Tapped into the 15-minute zone, and this 15-minute zone have been confirmed on this movement on the 1-minute chart too. So in this region, price was bearish on the 1-minute chart. Tapped into this 15-minute zone, created a 1-minute change of character right here, and the bullish trend have been continued, as you can see. So once again, all of the time frames have been confirmed at this region. The 4-hour has been proven to be bullish by the 4-hour breakout structure. The 15-minute chart have been proven to be bullish by the 15-minute change of character on the 4-hour zone. The 1-minute chart is bullish too because it changed character inside of the 15-minute zone. So as you can see, the results of all of these confirmations was the new higher high has been created right here. And this is the expectational order flow. This is how you can confirm your time frames by each other's. So basically, if price would have break below this strong low point right here, there could have been a new confirmation for the fractal time frames. Let's say price breaks below this strong low point with a 4-hour confirmation. The 4-hour chart will be proven to be bearish because the 4-hour has been broken by a 4-hour zone. So we can actually use this fractal confirmation again on this 4-hour zone. Let's say price breaks below this zone, creates a pullback right here on the 15-minute chart, taps into this zone, creates a 15-minute change of character right here, creates a 1 minute change of character, and all of the time frames have been confirmed again. This is the fractal confirmations, and you can use it on every single time frame. And this is really, really important, because by knowing the overall trend on the higher time frame and combining that knowledge to the lower time frame with the lower time frames, will actually show you the direction of the market. And that's why I knew that price will create a new lower, higher high right here, and it will break structure here to the upside, and it will create a pullback. Let me just open Discord and show you a picture. Just Zoom is in the way. Sorry. Why can I open this? So here's a picture from yesterday. As you can see, that was the expectational order flow by me. I was expecting the tap of this supply zone, this extreme supply zone that has been drawn here, as you can see. I was expecting a reaction on this supply zone. Then after the reaction, I was expecting a break of this supply zone and a break of the initial high point right here. And as you can see, the exact same movement has happened. Price is reacting on the weak high point, because price always reacts on the weak high points, either if it's a weak high, either if it's a strong low, strong high, weak low, anything, it always reacts on those high points or low points. So as you can see, price is reacting on this high point. This weak high point created a small pullback, tapped into some sort of demand zone right here. After this, a break of structure has happened here to the upside, and the overall swing break has happened right here to the upside. And as you can see, this is the draw movement. And yeah, of course, as you can see, I'm expecting a deeper pullback right here, because the break of structure has happened right here. And as you can see, price is following this pattern over and over again. Break of structure, pull back to the extreme zone, pull back to the strong low. Break of structure, pull back to the extreme zone. Break of structure, expectational pullback to the extreme zone, somewhere around here. Here's a clear 4-hour zone, as you can see. And after the 4-hour zone tap, we can expect the 15-minute change of character, 1-minute change of character, time frame confirmations, fractal confirmations, and continuation of the overall trend, new expectational higher high formation right here, tap of the overall supply zone up here. So that's how you can actually use the fractal confirmations, because we can expect that price will create a pullback right here after the swing high break. We can really expect that price will create a pullback right here, and it will be able to break below this demand zone, and it will be confirmed that the 4-hour chart is bearish at this region until this point, which has been the origin of the overall break of structure right here, this zone. So what we can expect on the 4-hour chart, we can expect that price will create a pullback right here, create a bearish order flow down to this 4-hour demand zone right here. Let me just mark it with the box instead, because that's cleaner. Actually, this is the right demand zone in this case, because as you can see, this candle has been already mitigated by the following week. So that's our right 4-hour zone, 4-hour demand zone in this case. So what can we expect? We can expect the confirmation of the bearish trend on the 15-minute chart. We can expect a pullback down to this 4-hour demand zone. We can expect a 15-minute change of character right here. We can expect a 1-minute change of character after the 15-minute change of character. And after this, we can expect the expectation order for continuation to the upside and the tap of this supply zone up here and the break of structure to the upside. This could happen, but price could just decide that it will create a huge bullish movement to the upside and tap this supply zone immediately. What can we expect if this supply tap happens on the 4-hour chart? I'm asking
15-minute choke or breaks or the supply.
Exactly. I would really expect the change of character on this 4-hour zone, the 15-minute change of character on this 4-hour zone, because the overall higher time frame structure, let me just switch to the daily chart, the overall higher time frame structure is still bearish, extremely bearish. And as you can see, this zone, let me just switch back to the 4-hour chart, this zone is the last recent valuable zone that we care about. This is the last recent 4-hour zone that has created a swing low break. As you can see, here was a swing demand zone, daily demand zone. These lows couldn't break below this zone. These lows couldn't body break below this demand zone. This was just a liquidity sweeping movement. This was the movement caused by the Ukraine-Russian news. So these were fake movements, and the real break of structure with body closure has happened from this supply zone, as you can see, and price has built up tons of liquidity for this zone. There's still inefficiency, as you can see. Price built up this liquidity right here that has been swapped with this movement. After this, price built up this liquidity that has been swapped with this movement. After this, price has built this liquidity, we get a new liquidity line. So price is continuously building up liquidity for this supply zone. So we can expect a really, really strong reversal on this supply. These are my expectations on this supply zone, but also the break of this supply can easily happen, and we could see higher supply mitigation, for example, this one right here. All we have to do is react. This is too far away. These are really just predictions. These are really just expectations. All you have to do is react on the 15-minute chart if price steps into the 4-hour zone. No, you're not switching to the 1-minute chart if price is inside of the 4-hour zone. You're just sticking to the 15-minute chart, and you're patiently sitting in your hands and waiting for a 15-minute change of character / break. You don't even look at the 1-minute chart when price is in the 4-hour zone, okay? Just remember this, because it can literally save you from unnecessary losses, lots of unnecessary losses. Okay, so these are
I'm sorry, I have a question. You say when we draw a 4-hour order block, we go to the 15-minute time frame and wait to the change of character. That's correct?
If you refine the 4-hour zone on the 15-minute chart, so for example, you refine this zone, let's say there's a 15-minute zone inside of this 4-hour zone, and it's a really significant refinement. You still have to treat this 15-minute refinement zone as a 4-hour zone. So this won't be a 15-minute zone. This will be a 4-hour zone still. So if price steps this refinement 15-minute zone, you still need a 15-minute change of character, because you have to treat this zone as a 4-hour zone.
It's okay. When the touch or mitigated this 4-hour in mitigated 15-minute, we need change of character in 15-minute and go to the 1-minute and another change of character.
I'm not sure I can understand this question actually.
I'm sorry, my English is bad.
So basically what he's asking is, if it's a 4-hour zone, okay, price mitigates the 4-hour. He wants to know, do we need to wait for a 15-minute chalk? And then once the 15-minute chalk happens, do we need to wait for a 1-minute chalk?
Yeah. That's what I was explaining. Of course. Here's a 4-hour zone. Price steps into this 4-hour zone. Let's draw with these movements. This is the 15-minute structure. Okay, I'm drawing the 15-minute structure. Price steps this 4-hour zone right here. After a tap, you have to wait for a 15-minute change of character. This is the 15-minute low point that has created the last breakout structure to the upside. So this is the 15-minute demand zone. And if this low point breaks, there will be a 15-minute change of character to the downside. Let's say price creates a change of character here to the downside. So the 15-minute change of character has happened. This means we will have a new 15-minute zone somewhere around here, for example. And after this new zone formation, I'm drawing the 1-minute chart right now. You have to wait for a 1-minute change of character inside of this 15-minute zone. So if price creates a 1-minute change of character inside of that 15-minute zone, you'll be able to ride the trend and execute the position on this new 1-minute zone. Because all of the time frames have been confirmed, right?
I understand.
All of the time frames have been confirmed. Sorry, I didn't mean to do this. After all of these confirmations, you can happy trade. But of course, there's a possibility that price won't come back up to this 15-minute zone. Let's say there's a decision of 15 minutes or a decision of 5-minute zone, and price creates a, let me just remove these zones real quick. So here's the extreme zone. Let's say here's a decisional zone. You still have a possibility that price will create a change of character, strong change of character on the decisional one. All you have to do is follow this structure. If price gives a reaction on this decisional one, you jump in this trade. Just follow this, follow the price, follow the trend, follow the structure.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question.
Guys, please, the questions after this session. Okay, there will be a question and answer session.
Okay.
So, all right. Let me just hear the question. Just ask it. Mohakul, ask the question, please.
Okay. Thank you. Flipping, my question is, you've just shown us, like, if price taps into a higher time frame, mitigates in higher time frame, then church happens.
Yeah.
What if it breaks? Can you please give a simple explanation of what if price breaks? What happens if
of course
price breaks?
Yeah. Of course, it depends on the time frame. It depends on the time frame of the zone. Let's say there's a 4-hour zone. Talk about the 4-hour zone right now. I'm drawing the 15-minute structure again. Let's say price dips this 4-hour zone. Can't create a change of character after the 4-hour zone tap. Can create a 15-minute change of character right here. Taps into the demand instead and breaks above. What can we do in this scenario? A new demand zone will be formed and a flip zone will be formed. So there will be a flip zone, the 15-minute demand zone that has caused the break of this structure, break of this supply zone. and you'll be simply be able to wait for a 1 minute confirmation and drawing a 1 minute confirmation, drawing a 1 minute structure again. You'll be simply be able to wait for a 1 minute confirmation inside of this 15-minute flipping zone that has created a break of this 4-hour zone. And after the tap of this 15-minute zone, you'll be able to wait for a 1 minute confirmation, 1 minute change of character. And after this, you can continue the overall trend. But let's talk about the 15-minute zone. So for example, this is a 15-minute zone and not a 4-hour zone. In this case, all you have to do is wait for a 1 minute confirmation. So if price taps into this 15-minute zone and creates a 1 minute break of this zone again, then you'll be able to make a trade based on the new flip zone that has flipped the 15-minute zone. If it creates a perfect entry criteria, for example, liquidity for this zone, break of structure to the upside, you'll be able to exit the position on this 1 minute zone that has flipped the 15-minute zone. Because as I said at the beginning of the session, each time frame has been confirmed by another 15-minute chart. 15-minute zone can be confirmed by the 1 minute chart. The 4-hour zone, 4-hour structure can be confirmed by the 15-minute chart. And if the 4-hour zone, 4-hour time frame is being confirmed by the 15-minute chart, there will be the 15-minute chart, 15-minute zone that can be confirmed by the 1 minute. So this goes down and down. 4-hour zone has been confirmed on the 15-minute chart. That's a tick, but there will be a new 15-minute zone that has to be confirmed on the 1 minute chart. 15-minute zone, 1 minute confirmation happens. You can enter on that 1 minute zone. Understandable?
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Marcel.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, I have to ask, did you understand how these fractal time frames work? Does it make sense for you? Or need
Yes,
further
perfect.
explanation?
Yeah. Marcel, excuse me. Yeah, for 5 minute order block or time frame, we need confirm in a 1 minute.
Yeah, the 15-minute and the 5-minute is the same. We just use the 5-minute to actually refine those 15-minute zones, and you can actually draw new 5-minute zones, but the 5-minute and the 15-minute is the same. So you have to treat the 5-minute zones like the 15-minute zones.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me just read the questions real quick. Maybe he interested in them. Okay, so let's just continue the analysis on the 15-minute chart. We talked about the 4-hour chart pretty deeply. So we know everything about the 4-hour chart. We know the expectation of order flow. We know the expectations. We know what we can expect from the 4-hour chart, right? So let's switch to the 15-minute. Let's see what we have here. Okay, let me just switch back to the 4-hour chart and let's see if there was any 4-hour zone inside of this big movement. No, there wasn't. So on the 15-minute chart, we can see that I will just close this zone a little bit. We can see that price has built up liquidity trend line right here. Perfect liquidity trend line, as you can see. This liquidity trend line has been built up for what? As you can see, we have a perfect 15-minute zone right here. I'm just asking you that why are we using this wick zone instead of the candle before this week? Answer it, please.
Because the wick is biggest than the candle.
Sorry, I couldn't hear. Okay, but it's been already answered. There are seeding orders, inefficiency from there, exactly, mitigated already, exactly. All good. This candle has been mitigated by the following candles week, and the inefficiency has been started from this candle and not from this candle. So this is a right zone right here. Let me just see it, if it has flipped anything. So I will just place my marker here, and let's see if there's any 15-minute zone that has been flipped by this zone. So as you can see on this marker, there's this 15-minute zone right here that has been already indicated right here. So basically this zone, this 15-minute zone right here did not flip anything. So this isn't as valuable zone as the downside area. So I believe this zone, this decisional zone, will be liquidity for the downer area. So we can expect the break of this zone, and we can expect a deeper pullback because this is the extreme of the whole 4-hour leg. This is the extreme of the break of structure. So if price changes character somewhere around here, for example, sweeps the liquidity to the downside, you'll be able to write the exponential order flow down to this demand zone. This could be your first target. After this demand tap, you can simply wait for a 1-minute reaction again, because this is a 15-minute chart. This can be confirmed by the 1-minute chart, right? So if this zone is being tapped, after you hit your first target point, this is your first target point, you can wait for another confirmation, you can wait for another position. So if price steps into this zone, creates a 1-minute change of character right here, you'll be able to write the exponential order flow to the upside. But there's the higher probability setup that price breaks below this zone on the 1 minute chart. Let's say creates a good entry criteria for this zone that is caused the break. You'll be able to happen another short trade, and you'll be able to actually target the extreme of the movement. So that's how you can use these zones to your advantage. This could be your target point. This could be your new point of interest, where you expect a reversal, where you expect a break. Basically, the point of interest are for the purpose to wait for confirmation. So these points of interest are confirmational points. You expect a confirmation on each of these points of interest, right? 15-minute point of interest, top of this zone, either a break or either a change of character happens on this zone, that will be confirmed. If the change of character happens on this zone, that will be confirmed that you'll happen a continuation, reversal trade. If it breaks, that will be confirmed that you'll happen a continuation trade. So yeah. Okay, where was I? Let me just read the questions. Marcel, if you could do a short video how to take a trade from flip zone, starting from the high tail. Yeah, okay, we'll see. It was also created in lunchtime. Yeah, this is actually a lunchtime zone. So, okay, what can we expect here? Let's see if there was any supply tap at this region, the new high creation. I will just simply look at this region. If there was any supply tap, as you can see, there's no unmitigated supply at this region. So basically price reverses in the middle of nowhere after this high creation. Let me just go back after the high creation right here, price just reverses in the middle of nowhere. And actually it seems like it created a change of character to the downside. As you can see, this was the last low point. This was the last demand zone right here that has created the last break of structure on the 15-minute chart to the upside and created this swing break right here and created the overall break of structure on the 4-hour chart too. So all of these break of structures, all of these swing breaks have been created by this demand zone right here. And as you can see, it seems like that this demand has been broken, has been changed by this following movement. Okay, but this could be also liquidity sweeping, a liquidity building movement. What can we do in this scenario? We can simply mark this supply zone out that has caused the change of character right here. And we can simply wait for a reaction on this change of character changing zone / liquidity sweeping zone on the 1-minute chart, right? Because the 15-minute chart can be confirmed by the 1-minute chart. Okay, so if price steps into this zone on the 1-minute chart, let me just switch back to the 1-minute chart and let me see if this was this isn't a lunchtime zone, so this is a pretty valid zone. So if price steps into this 15-minute zone, as you can see, price has built up liquidity too here. So if price steps into this 15-minute zone / this 1-minute refine zone and changes character on the 1-minute chart, so it creates a 1-minute change of character or something like this, you'll be able to write the expectation short order flow, bearish order flow to the downside on this fresh and new character changing supply zone. But if price steps into this zone, and let's say it creates a break of this zone, you'll be able to write the exponential long order flow up to the next target point, maybe even the 4-hour target point. But I believe price will react on this supply zone and price will create a deeper pullback to some. Sorry, don't interrupt me. Just play, please. So I'm actually expecting the tap of this supply and the reaction character changing reaction on this supply zone, and I'm actually expecting a deeper pullback to some of these demand areas. Even this will be broken because this is lunchtime zone and this is liquidity for the downer area. So I'll be expecting the tap of this extreme area down here and a deeper pullback. So I'll be aiming for short opportunities. But these are just predictions. These are really just predictions. All you have to do is react on what price is actually giving you. Okay, Nabab, let me hear.
So Marcel, I get intimidated and confused when it comes to, say, that supply breaks. So we're just looking for a newly created demand zone on the 5 or 15-minute, right?
You mean, sorry, something on my mouse. So you mean if this supply breaks, right?
Yeah.
This is a 15-minute supply zone. So if the 15-minute supply zone breaks, it can be confirmed by what?
5-minute or 1 minute?
1 minute, right? So if this supply zone breaks, you'll be able to find the 1-minute zone that was leading to a break of this zone. And if there will be a good confirmation for this zone, good entry criteria for this zone, for example, it creates liquidity for this zone, you'll be able to jump in a trade on this specific zone that has created a flip of this 15-minute zone.
Okay, now, but do we need to wait for like a candle close on the 1 minute or just I mean, how do we need to see a candle close on the 15 out above that?
The safer confirmation of the 15-minute candle close. Okay. The safest confirmation of the 15-minute candle close, because you can combine this knowledge by the liquidity concepts from the video course. Because as you may know, the 15-minute zone liquidity on the 15-minute zone / 15-minute chart can be confirmed by the 15-minute chart, right? So this is a bit confusing because the 15-minute zone can be confirmed by the 1-minute chart on the structural view, but the 15-minute chart on the liquidity side can be confirmed by the 15-minute. So this is a bit confusing, but I would really recommend you to wait for a 15-minute candle close on this region. So if price candle closes above this 15-minute supply zone, you'll be able to find a good 1-minute demand zone at this region.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So where was I? Okay. So as you can see, prices create a change of character here. We don't know yet if it was a change of character. We don't know yet if it was a liquidity sweep movement. We have to wait for confirmation on this 15-minute zone. That will be our first sign of the bias for this day. So if price steps into this 15-minute zone and creates a change of character to the downside, our bias will be bearish for this session. So we will be aiming for bearish short opportunities in this specific session today, right? But if price creates a break above this supply zone on the 15-minute chart, we'll be aiming for long opportunities. And basically that's all. That's all what we can tell from the 15-minute chart. We can really expect the sweep of this liquidity down here. And I don't know yet if price will sweep this liquidity after the tap of this 4-hour zone, or it will sweep before the 4-hour zone tap. You have to react. And this 15-minute zone right here is a bias decider supply zone actually. So yeah, it's all about reaction. It's all about how you react on what price is giving you. Let me just switch to the 5-minute chart and refine these zones. As you can see, we can perfectly refine this zone to this smaller candle on the 5-minute chart, and we just keep this zone the way it is because this is a 4-hour zone. 4-hour zone, which is actually a 5-minute zone, as you can see. So the 5-minute zone actually lines up perfectly with the 4-hour zone. So let's just refine this zone too. This 15-minute zone right here. Basically, that's not a refinement. You can't freely refine this zone. Switch to the 1-minute chart. As you can see, what has happened here? Price has created a liquidity for this zone just below this zone, just before the zone is being tapped. So here's this 5-minute zone. Price almost tapped this zone, created this fake lunchtime change of character here to the downside, as you can see. Let me just zoom in. So here was the last demand zone that has created a breakout structure here to the upside, or even this last demand zone that has created a breakout structure here to the upside. And price has created a fake change of character inside of the lunchtime zone. So as you can see, this is a fake change of character here to the downside. And this is liquidity building up movement. So this is one more sign that this zone will be tapped. And after the tap of this zone, and after knowing the fact that there's a liquidity and this liquidity will be swept into this zone, we can really expect a change of character after the zone tap. Because if there's liquidity for the high time frame zone and this liquidity is being swept into this zone, price usually gives a huge reaction on this zone, inside of this zone, because all of these orders, all of the stop losses will be converted into another short positions, because early sellers has opened positions here. Lots of early sellers has opened positions right here, and they have placed the stop losses somewhere around here. So if all of their stop losses will be swept, all of these stop losses, these orders will be converted into new orders inside of this supply zone. These orders will become collected. New orders will be opened here because this is an order block. New orders will be opened here. All of these orders will become converted into new shorts, and this will give a huge reaction to the downside. So we can really expect the reversal on this supply zone. And sorry, guys, I have to go out for a toilet. So please just, John, keep them with the company.
Yes. Can I show the screen for a minute? Oh, I can't. Okay, guys.
Sorry, did you say something?
Yes. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, of course.
But
no, you can't, because that will stop the recording. If
okay.
You can.
I sent you the picture. So, guys, I will
put it here. Wait a minute.
I made you something in that case of psychology, because many of you sent me DMs about psychology and FOMO and yeah, and here it is. Just made that for you, and I will extend this with the solutions of each fear, how to handle them. So we wanted to help you this way as well, not just the technicals. And if any questions you have, feel free to ask.
Will you share this in the Discord, John?
Yes, yes, I will. Yes, I will. Just wanted to show you here.
Thank you.
And I will make a continuation of this because I want to clear the solutions of each type of fear. This is one of the hardest part of trading, you know, and we have to talk about this.
Yes, John, make a video about it.
Yes, that's
Thank you so much, John.
that's a plan for the near future too. Yes, and much more, because this is just one thing about psychology, and there are others.
Send some PDF or screenshot in the psychology channel.
I'm here. What is this? I'll be left out.
Hey, Master, this is just psychology, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let
I
me
hope that
see.
you will to do.
John, you didn't even mention this for me.
No, it was a surprise for everyone.
You're not special, Marcel.
I just made it.
Okay, fuck you.
I just made it 10 minutes ago.
Let me just see. The most common emotion in trading is fear. Yeah, I will read this. Thank you, John.
You are welcome, all.
Thank you, John.
You will send this to the group, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the tap actually happened, as you can see. 5 minutes zone mitigation, a liquidity sweeping movement right here, with inefficient liquidity sweeping movement, and as you can see, here's a strong reversal immediately after the tap. So all we have to do is wait now. Basically, New York opens in 15 minutes, but if you check the news, there will be a there will be a high impact news after 15 minutes. Sorry, I can't speak. So there will be a high impact news 15 minutes after the New York session opens. So I won't trade before this news has been released. So I will just keep trading and wait for the news to kick in. And after that, I will be able to find setups. And after that, I will be able to send you markups. But basically, right now, all we have to do is wait. We got this POI, we got the directional bias, we know what we can expect from price, right? So all we have to do is wait. Okay, actually, let me just switch back to the 15-minute chart. And yeah, that's all. That's all. Have you guys got any questions?
Yeah, I just have a quick question. If you go back to the 1 minute, I only just joined your group, I think a few days ago.
Yeah.
Just above that zone, there's a bit of an imbalance on the 1 minute at the top, right there. Would you be expecting price to almost tap above that liquidity there and then see a rejection downwards?
We have to see. I can't really predict it. We have to see. This is the high probability zone because actually the inefficient movement on the 15-minute chart has started from this zone. And basically, 1 minute chart in itself is just a noise. If you combine the 1 minute chart with the 15-minute and the 5-minute chart, that will be clear. But if you're using only the 1 minute chart, that will be noise, right? There's no inefficiency right here between this candle and this candle. Of course, there will be inefficiency on the 1 minute chart, but there's inefficiency on lots of other places on the 1 minute chart. That's why you have to combine the 15-minute chart with the 1 minute chart and can't just rely on the 1 minute chart only because that's noisy. But of course, there's a possibility the price will tap this zone because there's liquidity, and there's the possibility of price will sweep this liquidity, sweep this double taps right here and tap into this random 1 minute zone. But I see that price will react on this zone. But all we have to do is react. All we have to do is react on what price is actually giving us. If it breaks above this supply zone and sweeps the liquidity right here and taps into this random 1 minute zone and creates a change of character based on that 1 minute zone, that's all right. We will react on that zone. but you can't really predict it.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Of course. Flipping one question. Do you take? No. You can't take trades on lunchtime zones. That's the golden rule. If you see a lunchtime zone, you just turn on this indicator. If you see all of these lunchtime zones, you just ignore these zones. You just blur it out. This is blood in the water. You can't rely on these zones, okay? You can't rely on these candles. All of these candles will be broken. Chilling markets, what do you mean short recap from yesterday? I didn't take any trade yesterday. Flipping one question. Do you think, this time is supply have liquidity sweep? You mean this one? You mean this supply swap liquidity? Yeah, this could be liquidity sweep. There's liquidity here, as you can see. It can be considered as liquidity right here. This supply has swept that liquidity. And that's why we don't know if it's just a liquidity sweeping movement to the downside or a character changing movement. We don't know yet if it was a liquidity sweep or a character change. All we have to do is react. But as you can see, price is strongly reacting on this zone. And as I said, after liquidity sweep here, all of these stop losses have been converted into new short orders right here. Strong reaction, as you can see, and inefficient movement to the downside. So if price changes character here to the downside, we'll be able to take the short continuation trades to the downside and write the expectation short order flow. That's all. Everything is on the chart. All you have to do is learn how to read it. Basically, all of these movements are price action footprints. Everything is in front of you. Sunny, it's in the group, in the resources. Can you show us why you don't take any trades? Many people come in to get losses. It wasn't clear there for me. Huge inefficient movements to the upside, high volume, really high, super high volume. It wasn't a day for me. I took how many? 14 risk reward ratio on Monday, 14%. So yeah, I didn't risk my capital. Yesterday wasn't clear for me. Not every single day is a trading day. Okay, you just have to learn this. You don't have to trade every single day. You don't have to force trading every single day. You can just skip days. You can just wait for clear price action. If price action isn't clear for you, then just skip that day. It's still better than forcing trades and losing 3 times in a row, right?
We're seeing a charge happening. What's up?
Yes?
I said, are we seeing a charge going to happen right now?
Yeah, I believe it will happen. As you can see, everything is happening exactly how I told you right here. It's the footprint of the price action. Orders have been opened here. Fake change of character in the lunchtime. You can't rely on the lunchtime zone. Stop losses converted into new short orders right here. New short orders, what will do? It will push price to new lows. But there's, of course, a possibility that price will convert these short orders at this order block into long orders, and all of the short orders will be taken out. All you have to do is react. If this zone right here breaks, we'll take short continuations. If this zone breaks, we'll take long continuations. If this zone, this 1 minute supply holds, creates a change of character, we'll take short continuations again. Simple reaction-based strategy, right? Anyway, the supply created in lunchtime. You mean this supply? No, it wasn't lunchtime supply. Yeah, that has been created in lunchtime. But there's a possibility that price will create a pullback right here and create a change of character outside of the lunchtime zone. So let's say it ranges right here, creates a change of character to the downside. Bam. All you have to do is wait. What we are doing right now is waiting for a clean price action. We are waiting right now for the clean direction, clear sign to enter.
Marcel, I'm sorry for this question.
Yeah.
Like so simple. If this long week is broken, we say choke happen, and in the new order block we waiting for the pullback and the entry for the trade. If this equal high is broken, we watching for the buy. Is that correct?
You mean if these highs are broken, we are waiting for the buys?
Yes.
No, we aren't, because price is still inside of the 50-minute zone. You're not watching for long orders inside of a supply zone.
Okay, when the supply zone is broken with the body, we go to find some way to get long order. That's correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
The safest way for the longs, if this 1-minute supply breaks. So let's say, for example, price breaks above this 1-minute supply zone right here, and the body breaks above this supply zone. That will be a strong confirmation for the longs. So if this scenario happens, a new 1-minute order block, 1-minute demand zone will be formed here, and if there will be a good entry criteria, you'll be able to enter on this demand zone.
Okay, you say every time we going for any trade, sell or buy, we need confirmation in the fractal market and in entry time frame. For example, when I
not on every single time frame. If there's no 4-hour zone, right? So there's no 4-hour zone, there's only a 50-minute zone. So the 50-minute zone can be confirmed by the 1-minute zone. So if there's a 50-minute zone, you will confirm that 50-minute zone with the 1-minute confirmation. If there's a 4-hour zone, let's say this is a 4-hour zone, you will confirm this 4-hour zone with the 50-minute zone, and you will confirm the new 50-minute zone with the 1-minute chart. But there's only a 50-minute zone right here. So the 50-minute zone can be confirmed by the 1-minute chart. And if I switch to the 4-hour chart, you can see that there's no 4-hour zone inside of this movement. So there's no 4-hour zone. But if I switch to the 50-minute chart, there's a 50-minute zone that has created a change of character here. So the 50-minute zone can be confirmed by the 1-minute chart, right?
Yes.
And all of these movements are leading for the continuation of the short, because I wouldn't really take long trades right here, because as you can see, this is literally the highest point of the premium leg. This is the low point, this is the high point, and you can't really take buys on the literal upside, literal highest point on the leg, on the 4-hour leg. I will be aiming for shorts at this region. I'll be aiming for pullbacks to some deeper demand areas. And after a demand area tap, we'll be able to look for long continuations.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Marcel?
Yes?
Can I ask you a question about the double top there on the minute? Do you see that as a...
Which one? This one or this one?
Yeah, that one you just highlighted. Sorry, the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see that as a chalk? I see that as a chalk. Because you've got a high and low.
No. Let me just show you.
And it's not, there's no demand and supply in it, but see high.
You can't really consider this as a break of structure. Basically, it was just a weak break. Of course, literally a 0.0.1 body break has happened right here, but this isn't really a break of structure to the upside. This is just a liquidity creating movement. So I can't really consider this right here. I mean, this as a change of character.
Okay.
The change of character, the real character. Sorry, your microphone is really bad.
Oh, okay,
so,
sorry.
Not your microphone. Wish news. So if this low point breaks, which will happen, as you can see, I believe this low point will be broken. If this low point breaks, that will be a really strong confirmations for the short continuations. Price is reacting on this demand zone right now. As you can see, strong reaction on the 50% of this week, but I believe this will be broken. There's a possibility. There's a possibility that price will sweep these fake lunchtime supply zones, break above these fake lunchtime supply zones, and after this, it creates a change of character to the downside. All you have to do is react. I showed you the possibilities for today. Yeah.
John, this was a 1 minute final market.
Sorry?
This was a 1 minute. This was a 1 minute lunchtime zone. Will it break it?
This is 1 minute lunchtime zone. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Every zone forming in the lunchtime zone will break.
Every single lunchtime zone will be broken sooner or later.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, guys, these are the expectations for today. Make sense? Understandable?
Yes,
Hold on.
Yes, John. Yeah. Yes, market flipping.
You could understand everything, the fractal markets too, how the time frames are correlated, how you can combine the time frames together. It's actually in the video course actually. Everything is in the video course. I've explained this in the video course too, but seems like you need some additional help on these time frame confirmations, and I hope I could give you this additional help, and it was helpful for you.
Sorry, just a quick question.
Okay, guys, last questions, please.
Yeah, sorry, just last question for me.
Yeah.
As mentioned, obviously, I've only just joined, so I've been going.
Sorry, Vishnu, please mute yourself because your microphone is terrible.
All right, cool. Yeah, as I mentioned, I only just joined, so I'll be going through your sort of content. But question I had is, do you confirm Euro USD with Dixie at all? Or
No. I'm not using the XI.
Okay, cool.
Just Euro USD. Basically, the XI shows the same as Euro USD, just on the other side, right? So if Euro USD is going up, then the XI is going down.
Yeah.
Basically, that's all. You see the same, exact same thing on both of the charts, both on Euro USD and both on the XI. You don't need extra confirmation with the XI. It's all on the USD chart. It's all here. All of the footprints are right here.
Cool. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Marcel, can you confirm my understanding, please?
Yeah. Okay. Last question.
Yes. In this case, the main trend is bullish. So if you want to play the pullback, we must wait for the 15-minute chart. Is that correct?
The 15-minute chart has happened here, as you can see, and price is inside of the zone that has created a chart on the 15-minute chart, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the 15-minute change of character has happened, and we are waiting for a confirmation on the 1-minute chart because the 15-minute chart has been confirmed that it's bearish. So we are waiting for a 1-minute confirmation to confirm the 15-minute zone.
Yes. It was just my understanding that I wanted you to confirm. As we're in bullish trend.
Yeah.
So we must take longs on 50 minutes demand after 1-minute chart, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you want to play the pullback, we must wait for 15-minute chart. Is that theory correct?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
That was.
Price is created a 15-minute change of character right here. That has been confirmed that the 15-minute will turn into bearish. If price creates a 1-minute change of character, that will be confirmed that all of the time frames will turn into bearish, except the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart is bullish, right? But the 15-minute and the 1-minute chart has turned into bearish, so you'll be able to take the counter trend pullback trades down to these demand regions. But if you are insecure about the counter trend trades at this region, you can just simply wait for a tap of these demand zones or tap of this supply zone up here. If you are insecure about the counter trend trades, if you're insecure about the pullback trades, just simply wait for your POIs to be tapped.
Yes, yeah, I'm very clear.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So New York has opened right now.
Hey Marcel, most of the counter trend was failing for me, right?
Prakash, please just use the chat because I can't really hear you through the microphone.
Oops. Okay, I'll ask you. I'll DM you later.
Okay, perfect. 1-minute check has happened. Yeah, happened, but inside of the lunchtime zone. These zones are lunchtime zones. We are waiting for a New York zone. So if price creates a change of character at this moment from, for example, this zone, that will be a good confirmation. But these zones are lunchtime zones. As you can see, let me just show you. These are red zones.
Oh, so you mean to tell me, Marcel, that even charts and everything else is going to be fake in this lunchtime zone, not just the zones?
If a change of character happens, zone will be formed, right? So a change of character has been caused by a zone. So you can't rely on that zone that has caused the change of character. So basically the change of character is fake. Because if price creates a change of character here, and that change of character has been created by a fake zone, that zone will be broken. So a change of character will be happened to the upside too, right? So this change of character will be considered as fake.
True.
Okay, guys. So that's it for today. That's it for this session. thank you guys for being here. I hope you learned something new. I hope you enjoyed this session. And I will send you the markup updates as soon as something important happens. Right here at this price action region, I will send you the markup updates. And yeah, guys, wish you a beautiful trading day, trading week, rest of your trading week, and keep the markets together. Let me know if you got any questions. Just DM me, DM John as the question channel. And yeah, guys, wish you a beautiful day. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Marcel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Marcel.
This guy's a go from